Who's the character you'd like to see the least come back in Rise of Skywalker? Alright, so according to this rumor from a source that works for Disney, Laura Dern will return in The Rise of Skywalker. So let's take a look at some information from an article and from this Disney employee's Twitter account. Here we go. Okay, so first here's the article from Bounding Into Comics, and it says, rumor, Laura Dern, who played Admiral Holdo, to return for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. So don't actually say Holdo will return, but I mean, who else would she play? A new rumor details that Laura Dern will return for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. The rumor comes from Skylar Schuller, the editor-in-chief of Diz Insider. Schuller writes on Twitter, Laura Dern is returning for The Rise of Skywalker. So like I said, this person works for Disney, so it's not like an official yes confirmation, but, you know, it seems like a pretty solid rumor, you could say. That is, it's not from someone who doesn't work from Disney or from some big YouTuber or something. It seems official enough to take it seriously. And it says here, it is unclear if Dern will actually reprise her role as Admiral Holdo. Maybe she'll play Luke, or Leia, or Han, or something completely ridiculous, and it could bomb with a $10 million opening. So they go on to say here how we believe that Holdo actually committed suicide, but you know what? Maybe, somehow, her ship is lost in space. Lost in space. So it crashes through this thing at light speed, blows up with a bunch of Star Destroyers, but somehow it's lost in space. Wow. I gotta see this movie to know what's going on with Laura Dern. And nothing against Laura Dern. She's a great actress. She's awesome. It's just unfortunate that she had to be involved in this whole Holdo thing. So down here they take some dialogue from the novel, and basically it's about Holdo's character. After news of the battle of Crate reaches a number of Resistance pilots, one of the pilots, Nora Wexley, questions who's dead. Another pilot answers, not everyone, Snap corrected hastily at the look on his mother's face, but the Resistance leadership is gone. Holdo, Akbar, Statura, whoever that is, the entire fleet. So, what they're saying is in this novel there is confirmation about Holdo's death. Then they go on to say, however, it's quite possible that Holdo might have survived. We don't specifically see her death on screen. It's just an assumption based on the reaction we see from Leia and Poe, and these passages from Resistance Reborn are based on information from Poe and Leia, who believed Holdo is dead. The Raddus is not seen after it jumps into hyperspace. It's quite possible the ship and Holdo might have survived, but is simply lost somewhere in space. This is what I said before. I wouldn't be surprised if she might be suffering memory loss from the light speed attack. What in the hell does that mean? She blew up with like 50 other ships. It was a direct crash course. Memory loss? Wow. This garbage keeps getting weirder and weirder, and it can't be thrown away. I mean, you throw it away and it just comes back with more weirder trash. I can't believe she did that. I can, Leia says. Look at that amazing, amazing dialogue you've been missing if you haven't been reading this stuff. Alright, so here it is from Skylar saying Laura Dern is returning for The Rise of Skywalker. Again, it doesn't say Holdo, and I guess they could just have Laura Dern playing somebody else, but usually, historically, when an actor returns for a part, they usually play the same part, because it's kind of weird to have her play Holdo then play some other part, because you're thinking it's Holdo, especially in the same series, same trilogy, same franchise. So, I don't know. Some reactions from our friends. Selena Domingo says Force Ghost Holdo will be there, humiliating all the other toxic white ghosts like Luke, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. Yeah, Holdo's gonna be a Force Ghost. Demon Sith Wave will be on this channel soon, I promise. I've been taking too long with this video. Just kind of laughs, and yeah. So, I mean, that's basically it. And Skylar's here just kind of talking to people, arguing a little bit about certain things. And he claims he didn't spoil a plot point, so it's not actually a leak. But, you know, come on, if you say something like that about a major character, or somebody who was a major character, then you don't actually have to spoil a plot point. You're still spoiling the fact of who's in this movie. Now, If Holdo did return, man, my enthusiasm and curiosity and desire to see this movie, I said was at 10% for a while. Then I dropped it to like 5% when I realized Rose would be back. But if Holdo is also coming back, Rose, Holdo, Rey, the whole gang of mischievous Star Wars ruining characters back for the final movie. Man, it would be really scary to see this thing. I'm going to have to see it at some point. I'm going to have to talk about it, especially if it's like really bad. I'm going to really have to get into it as to how I feel about it, why, things like that. But this really is a scary, scary thing. If Holdo somehow got lost in space with memory loss, I think, like, it can't be worse than Last Jedi because of what happened to Luke, but it's going to be like a very, very close second here as far as being one of the worst Star Wars movies ever. We shall see. And if the leaks are true about, Palpatine getting beaten by Rey, I gotta go. I'm doing shout-outs. Let's do one. Shout out to Super Channel Awesome Time. He's been here giving me some good support for quite a few months now. Something like that. Cool guy. Thank you. And I will see you next time if you subscribe.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.